Crypto has been buzzing everywhere. It's no longer just tech nerds talking about it, governments, banks, companies, and investors are all paying attention. Bitcoin became the new digital gold. Ethereum became the foundation of smart contracts, and thousands of other coins appeared like stars in the night sky, but with all that excitement came fear. People told me, crypto is too volatile. You can lose everything overnight. Hackers can steal your wallet. You need to be a computer genius to understand it. And honestly, I believed them. I remember sitting with a friend once, and he opened his crypto app. The numbers were flying everywhere, green candles rising, red candles falling. My brain was like, nope. That is definitely not for me. But here's the truth I learned later, crypto only looks scary because we've never been taught about it. In school, we learn about geometry, rivers, and Shakespeare, but no one teaches us money, investing, or the future of digital finance, so of course it feels overwhelming, but anything feels scary before you understand it. So today, I woke up and said, this is it. I'm starting from zero. No previous accounts, no crypto knowledge, no apps installed, just curiosity. And a desire to learn. I made myself a cup of coffee, sat down at my desk, took a deep breath, and said, okay. Step 1. Where do I even start? And that question alone became my gateway into learning. Before I downloaded anything, I realized I needed to understand what crypto actually is, not the hype, not the rumors, not the buy this coin now posts on social media, but the actual concept. So I spent an hour reading, watching videos, and researching, and this is what I discovered. Cryptocurrency is simply digital money secured by cryptography, but more importantly, it is decentralized, meaning no government or bank controls it. Bitcoin is like digital gold, Ethereum is like digital electricity, powering thousands of apps. Other coins have specific purposes. When I understood that, everything became a bit clearer. Crypto isn't magic, it isn't a scam, it's technology, just like the internet was confusing at first. But now we can't live without it. As I kept learning, I realized every beginner has the same fears I had. 1. Volatility. Yes, crypto goes up and down, but so does the stock market, real estate, even national currencies. Crypto is just faster. 2. Security. Yes, hacks happen, but so do bank frauds, credit card hacks, and identity theft. In crypto, security is about knowledge, not luck. 3. Complexity. Everything feels complex before you learn it. Remember the first time you used a smartphone, or tried to drive a car, or learned math? Crypto is the same. 4. Fear of the unknown. Not knowing what's happening with your money is scary, but understanding removes fear, and that's why I continued the journey. Now let's get into the practical part of my journey. The first thing I learned is, a wallet is your digital bank. I discovered 2 types. 1. Software wallets, apps on your phone or computer, easy to set up, great for beginners. 2. Hardware wallets, physical devices storing crypto offline. Much safer, but more advanced. As a complete beginner, I started with a software wallet. I downloaded one, created an account, and suddenly saw this strange thing called a seed phrase. 12 random words, and the app said, write this down and never lose it. That moment hit me. Crypto gives you full control, but full control means full responsibility. After writing my seed phrase, hiding it safely, and exploring the wallet interface, I felt something shift inside me. Crypto no longer looked intimidating, it looked empowering. Then came the next big question, which crypto do I buy? There are thousands of coins, some serious, some experimental, some, let's just say, questionable, but for beginners, I learned it's safer to focus on Bitcoin, the pioneer, Ethereum, the builder, or a few stable, respected projects. I decided to start small, not hundreds, not thousands, just $20. I wanted to prove something. You don't need a lot of money to begin. You just need courage to take the first step. As I looked at my options, I remembered a story that stuck in my mind. A few years back, one of my closest friends invested $100 into Bitcoin. At that time, he didn't know anything either. He just believed in the technology. Every few weeks he added $10. Sometimes $5, nothing crazy, nothing risky. Years passed, and that small habit turned into something big. His $100 grew. Then doubled. Then grew again, but what impressed me wasn't the money, it was the fact that he started small, stayed consistent, and learned along the way. He didn't chase hype, he didn't panic, he didn't try to become rich overnight, he simply trusted the process. And that became my motivation, so I opened my exchange, connected my wallet, and clicked, buy Bitcoin. My heart was racing like I was about to jump into a cold pool. Even though it was just $20, it felt like a big deal. I confirmed the purchase, and a few seconds later, transaction successful. I stared at the screen, at the tiny amount of Bitcoin I now owned, and I realized, I just joined the crypto world, not as a spectator, not as someone afraid, but as someone willing to learn. Buying crypto is one thing, keeping it safe is another, so the next thing I did was learn about storage. I studied, cold wallets, hot wallets, private keys, seed phrases, 2FA security. Phishing scams. I discovered that as long as you educate yourself, your crypto can be safer than money in a bank. I moved a small portion into a safer wallet, tested how transfers work, and practiced sending crypto between apps, and suddenly, the fear disappeared. Knowledge replaced fear, understanding replaced confusion, experience replaced hesitation, and now here I am, a beginner who decided to take the first step. I'm still learning, still exploring, still making mistakes, but every mistake teaches me something new. Crypto doesn't have to be overwhelming, it doesn't have to be confusing, it doesn't have to be terrifying. You just start, small, simple, step by step. And that's what this journey is all about. So if you're watching this and thinking about starting your own crypto journey, let this be your sign. You don't need to know everything, you just need to take the first step. If you have questions, drop them in the comments. I'd love to help you out, and don't forget to subscribe because the next video will dive deeper into crypto trading strategies and how beginners can trade safely. Thank you for spending this time with me, and welcome to the beginning of your crypto journey. As I sit here, reflecting on the journey I've taken today, I realize something important. Crypto isn't just about money, it's about growth, it's about learning a new skill. It's about stepping into a future that's unfolding right in front of our eyes. What started as confusion, fear, and hesitation gradually transformed into curiosity, and then into understanding, and finally into confidence. I learned that crypto is not a magical shortcut to wealth, it's not a lottery ticket, it's not a guaranteed win, but it is an opportunity to become more financially aware, an opportunity to understand the technology that will shape the next generation, and an opportunity to take control of your own digital assets. Today, I took my first step, tomorrow, I'll take another one, and with every step, I'll continue learning, just like you will. Even the smallest investment, like $20, can become the beginning of something meaningful, not because of the amount, but because of the decision behind it, the decision to start. So here's my message to you as we end this journey: don't wait until you know everything to begin. If you wait for perfect understanding, you'll never start anything in life. With crypto, and with anything new, momentum is more important than perfection. Take your time, ask questions, study the basics. Practice good security, and grow slowly, steadily, confidently. Remember, every expert was once a beginner, every success story begins with someone saying, "Let me try." And who knows? Maybe your first small step today becomes a life-changing story you tell years from now. Thank you for staying with me through this entire journey. Thank you for your time, your curiosity, and your willingness to learn. If this video helped you, drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your story, your fears, your questions, or even your first crypto purchase. Don't forget to subscribe because this is just the beginning. In the next video, we'll take the next step together and explore crypto trading strategies, simple, beginner-friendly ways to understand the market and make smarter decisions. Until then, stay curious, stay smart, and welcome, truly welcomed, to your crypto journey.